party, party. I like to get wild. I like to party, party. I like to go out. I like to party, party. I like to get wild. I like to party, party.
Get it, if I want it, if you see me when I'm flying, they be like, who's this?
Want you take me with you to Dubai.
Party getting started when I pull up in a Rari, they be like, who's this?
Want you take me with you to Dubai.
The party, roll up to the party.
I like to go out. I like to party, party. I like to get wild. I like to party, party. I like to go out. I like to party, party. I like to get wild. I like to party, party.
Make your body move, get down to the sound. There's a party tonight. It's a party, alright. Let your body cruise. It's time to be loose. There's a party tonight. It's a party, alright.
Party getting started when I pull up in a Rari, they be like, who's this? Get it, if I want it, if you see me when I'm flying, they be like, who's this?
Want you take me with you to Dubai.
The party, roll up to the party.
I like to go out. I like to party, party. I like to get wild. I like to party, party. I like to go out. I like to party, party. I like to get wild. I like to party, party.
Get it, if I want it, if you see me when I'm flying, they be like, who's this?
Want you take me with you to
Party
Dubai.
getting started when I pull up in a Rari, they be like, who's this?
Want you take me with you to Dubai.
The party, roll up to the party.
I like to go out. I like to party, party. I like to get wild. I like to party, party. I like to go out. I like to party, party. I like to get wild. I like to party, party. I like
Hey, hey, hey! Woo! Good morning, everyone. Woo! It is Saturday, January 7th. Woo! Yeah, exciting, everyone. And today we're gonna start off with. Hope you all are doing great. It's early on this Sunday morning. Saturday morning. It's Saturday. Gosh darn it. Oh, hello. I have a delightful sketch.
Good morning.
Oh man, I have to say it's been a week. It's been a wonderful week being here. Being here in my apartment, doing this wonderful holiday show with you guys. We are filming a whole slew of new ones today, so I have a bajillion things. This is why my hair looks kind of nice today, because I tried. That's the Kimberly DiPersia. I'm Kimberly DiPersia, your host, by the way, and this is National Holidays Podcast, the Holidays Podcast. Yes, and I am those people. My hair does not look great unless I actually try and do something with it. And it used to do things on its own, but as you get older, your hair's like no. Anyway, we have some delightful sketches for you. If I can friggin' load them on my phone, we'll get a better system for this. All right, today, our official holiday that we are showcasing on this show is Pass Gas Day. I mean, there's so many things about farts that we all love. I don't have a fart sound. I really wanted a fart sound, but we got to figure out how to load this here. So instead, I'm going to show you a sketch. So let's head over to that. All right, so that was National Pass Gas Day, written by Doug McDowell, and starring myself and Jonathan Hecht, and that was so much fun. Right after that freeze frame, we just broke laughing because I added this improv of we're gonna smell the fart together, and then we just completely lost it. So that was a really fun sketch to film. But let's learn about National Pass Gas Day. All right. National Pass Gas Day there's no better time to express ourselves and free our bowels of stale air without shame. Passing gas is one of those things that will make anyone giggle, from children to adults. Did you know that the gas we pass contains methane and hydrogen, making them flammable? Oh, but not to worry. You need an insane amount of gas to be able to burst into flames just from passing gas. So you can keep passing gas as much as you desire. The first mention of the word fart was in 1632, meaning, I'm sorry, I need a moment. It means sending forth wind from the anus. I'm gonna steal that phrase. So fart means sending forth wind from the anus, very specifically. Fantastic. So yeah. Woohoo! So here's for passing gas. Yay! We all do it every day. It's nothing to be ashamed of. It's a bodily function. Just do it appropriately. That's all I have to say. All right. Cool. All right. Our next holiday of today is Distaff Day. Distaff Day, or Rock Day. It's an annual celebration. We are so ready to rock this one. It celebrates the distaff. So this is the distaff. They had to do a picture of it because, you probably know, is that a sewing machine? That looks like a sewing machine. Oh, well. I guess the sewing machine is the distaff. I thought a distaff was going to be something like a weapon. like distaff. Anyway, it's symbolized during medieval time. It was symbolized what it symbolized during medieval times, namely the efforts and work of women in textile to society. A distaff is a tool used in spinning to hold the wool or flax before spinning it into the spindle, and keeps the fibers untangled and makes the entire spinning process easier. Okay, very neat. So basically, it was before this. So this is a spinning wheel, but it's actually the distaff is like this thing on the top. If you're looking at my mouse, it's like that. It's something like that. It's not the full. Before the spinning wheel was invented in 1533, women used the distaff and the spindle to spin wool fibers of the flax. A common method of handling a distaff was holding it under the arm when spinning or attaching it to a designated spinning wheel. Okay, so before the spinning wheel was invented, they had to do it by hand. And it was just the distaff and a spindle. I'm so glad we don't have to do this in real life, that I'm a woman now and I don't have to do that. I can just buy my clothes. I don't have to do this whole shenanigans of like spinning wool to make an actual garment. That sounds intense. It's amazing when you look back at, back in the day, you're like, oh man, I could never do that. But they were like before our time. Like we're so much more progressed as a society, but so much more helpless. Yeah. Anyway, but that's pretty cool. And the origin of the distaff was originated in 10,000 AD. It means a bunch of flax connected with a staff. That's literally what it means. A bunch of flax connected with a staff. And there was a Distaff Day poem. Oh, Saint Distaff Day in 1648. Poem, Robert Herrick. Okay, so there's a poem out there. That's pretty neat. And there's a sculpture that they wanted to let us know. Wow, Gottfried Shadow makes a sculpture depicting 3 women spinning with a distaff. I'm pretty sure that's probably sexual in some way. You can probably interpret that in some way. As we all can. All right. Next up, we have Harlem Globetrotters Day. Ooh. Did you know that the Harlem Globetrotters basketball team is one of 10 basketball teams ever to make the Naismith Memorial Basketball Hall of Fame? They broke the color barrier in the NBA and the gender barrier in the Olympics. This team has given us so much more entertainment by doing what they do best, playing basketball, and we're happy celebrating them. I just thought they did tricks. I never really thought that they actually played basketball. I just thought they, because there was always those sketches. I remember, I believe Harlem Globetrotters actually came to my school one day, or people that said they were when I was in elementary school. And I remember seeing all the tricks and stuff, and that was pretty neat. But it was probably just, fake people telling us that they were. Because, it was Florida. But hey, it was the 90s. So, lots of people coming to the 90s, Florida in the 90s. And now. Okay. The Globetrotters basketball team was founded in 1926. They were initially known as the Savoy Big Five. They were all African American from the south side of Chicago. And they didn't play in Harlem. So what? So they were not originated in Harlem. They were in Chicago. And then they decide 4 decades after that, the team was formatted. They were in Harlem. And they've won over 27,000 games. Today, to remember the achievement of this great basketball team. I'm sorry, I didn't think they actually played football. Football. Oh my God, Kim, wake up. Woo! Yay! Drink more coffee. I thought they just did tricks. That's me being not very good, ignorant sports person, but I just thought they did tricks. I thought they did tricks. I didn't think they actually played basketball. Well, cool. Good for them. I am a mentor day. Woo! Oh, this picture. It's like that guy's so sad, but this dude's like, I'm going to tell you how it is. Okay, in honor of the mentors who play a vital role in people's lives, mentoring as a concept has gained momentum in recent years. People have emerged specifically as mentors who specialize in training and inspiring the youth toward good careers and lifestyles. Among the good things that the 21st century has brought in, this concept of mentoring is something that was very much needed. This year, the aim of I'm a Mentor Day is to encourage all those who have a hidden mentor in them to rise up and share their experiences. So yay to all the mentors out there who are out there helping people be better and being role models. I've never mentored anyone. I've never thought, well, actually, maybe I did I once. Oh gosh, I hope not. If you can't remember if you mentored someone, you probably shouldn't have mentored them. But I've always kind of saw myself as like, oh well, I could mentor someone now. Maybe I will let that mentor rise above. Oh, and there's a quote here on this thing that says, "A mentor is someone who allows you to see the hope inside yourself." Oprah Winfrey. Mm-hmm. All right, I'm not gonna take it anymore. Day. This reminds me of the Network movie. You know, I'm mad as hell and I'm not gonna take it anymore, which is such a good movie if you haven't seen it. And it's great to actually, it was made in the 70s and it's about a news anchor who's like losing it. And it's about it's basically about the origination of the news media as we know it being sensationalized and not caring about the well-being of people in order to tell a story. And it's fantastic. It's really, really good. If you haven't watched it, go check it out today on I'm Not Gonna Take It Anymore Day. But let's see. This start of a new year is a good time to reflect on our lives and decide what we want to change about them. This is a day dedicated to standing up for yourself, a day of taking control, and aims to inspire you to start the year with a new attitude that combines being both strong and honest. You don't have to be angry to participate, okay? You don't have to scream out your window like in the movie. You just have to be true to yourself and know when you've had enough. All right. Cool. Yeah. They don't mention the movie at all, which is crazy, but strange. But anyway, history is talking about revolution. They say you want a revolution. Next is Mahayana. It's a new year. It's celebrated by Buddhists around the world. The term Mahayana. I'm probably saying that very. This is a terrible idea to do this podcast so early in the morning before my brain can really, really think. Anyway, it encompasses Buddhist ideologies and philosophies. Mahayana is. I'm saying that so wrong. I know I am. I am so sorry to all the Buddhists out there that are maybe listening to the show. Maybe are you? Or if you're a Buddhist and you're listening to the show, like just give a shout out and then tell me how to say this word. It's one of the two main branches of Buddhism and is mostly practiced in Northeast Asia, China, Japan, Tibet, Taiwan, Mongolia, and Korea. Each region has its own customs and traditions for practicing Mahayana Buddhism. It means great vehicle. Cool. Yeah, so the dates differ for each country based on their customs and traditions. Some observe it on January 1st, along with the Gregorian New Year, while others wait for the full moon of January, which I think was yesterday. I saw a really full moon in the sky yesterday night, so I think it's around this time. Celebration is marked with, maybe it's today, celebration is marked with extensive prayer and honoring the Buddhism gods. Very, very cool. It's also a time for internalizing and self-reflection. So become a better version of yourself. Yes. Maybe by being a mentor. What? Yeah. Anyway, I love all these ads. Looks like pet supermarket ad on the side. All right, our next sketch is part of National Bobblehead Day. So without further ado, let's dive into this amazing, amazing sketch that, hold on, let me see. That was written by Andrew Robinson. And for those of you who grew up back in the day and watched the show Thunderbirds, my dad really loved that show when he was a kid. Or so, as you know, or younger. I was the 70s, 60s, 60s, maybe. Anyway, this is a homage to Thunderbirds, written by Andrew Robinson and starring myself and Andrew Hecht as well. I'm Andrew Hecht and Jonathan Hecht. Geez, written by Andrew Robinson, starring myself and Jonathan Hecht. Man, I am bad today. Woo. All right, here we go.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Thunderbirds are go.
Are you sure they're out there?
I know they are. I can smell their fear.
Oh, brother!
Trust me, they won't get away this time. Oh, there they are. Open the bay door.
On it! Damn, I can't flip the switch!
Let's do a close-up, remember?
Oh, right! Sorry, forgot. Bay door's open. Time to target?
10 seconds. On my mark.
Roger, ready to fire.
So the Bobbleheads, they get their own day, eh? Well, these lightning birds, fire!
They're away! We got them!
Boom, says the mic.
That was one of those sketches where you film it all in pieces and you wonder how it turns out. But that was fantastic, and I enjoyed every minute of that. So bravo to Andrew Robinson and Jonathan Hecht, and also Alex R. Wagner for helping edit that. I started to edit it, and then I passed it over to Alex, and he did all the finesses, which is amazing. So woohoo! Yeah, National Bobblehead Day. Yeah, we got some bobbleheads. See, these are our ones that made it in the show. All right, now let's learn about National Bobblehead Day. What? Alrighty, National Bobblehead Day, and I love that it's Shrek. I love that it's a Shrek bobblehead. All right, it's a chance to recognize the fun behind these dolls and admit you like them without feeling self-conscious about it. Who should feel self-conscious about them? That's weird. Although these goofy dolls have become popular in the past couple of decades, bobbleheads have been around for the past few centuries. What? I bet you there's a bobblehead version of any famous person you can think of. Presidents, sports figures, Supreme Court justices, and the Beatles. All of them own bobbleheads. Clearly, National Bobblehead Day is a great idea. And if you don't believe us, just ask the world's population of millions of bobbleheads. There are millions of bobbleheads out there. What? First record of bobbleheads was in 1700s, called temple knotters. The earliest known bobbleheads are modeled after Buddha. So again, we have this Mahayana Day, and then we also have Bobblehead Day, which are actually weirdly related. So isn't that just strange? Sometimes the holidays go all together. Then we have in 1760s, they make their way west, made from ceramics. Bobbleheads are imported to Europe from China in the 1760s. And in 1920s, we had the first sports bobbleheads. Features a generic basketball player. So it wasn't anyone. It was just a random basketball player. Specifically basketball. That's strange. And then 1964. Oh, the 1964. I thought this was like the Beatles the bobbleheads were created in like the 90s as like retrospective. No, in 1964, as one of the first sets of human bobbleheads that aren't athletes, the Fab Four pioneered the US's pop culture bobblehead explosion. Wow, if you own an OG set of the Beatles bobbleheads, that's probably worth thousands of dollars today. That is amazing. So if you own one, give yourself a pat on the back. Yeah. That's pretty cool. Then there was kind of like a little bit of a vanishing, I guess. Bringing bobbleheads back in 1999 to commemorate the 40th anniversary of Candlestick Park, the San Francisco Giants give 20,000 visitors a Willie Mays bobblehead, bringing bobbleheads back into style after interest waned in the 1970s. So people were really into it in the 1960s, and then like a decade later, they're like, nah, what is this? This is dumb. And then they finally got brought back. And in 2015, National Bobblehead Day was created. So, and then one of two surviving bobbleheads of the 1961 to 1972 New York Yankees team bobblehead. It was auctioned in 2015 for $60,000. Wow. Wow. Yeah, those beetle bobbleheads are probably worth a ton of money. But yeah, National Bobblehead Day. All right, we got a few more holidays for us. We already talked about National Pass Gas Day. National Tempura Day. I love me some tempura, like some shrimp tempura or vegetable tempura. A fantastic Japanese dish made from deep frying vegetables, seafood, or other foods dipped in a light batter of flour, eggs, and water. It's been with us for about 3 centuries, although the Portuguese living in Nagasaki in the 16th century introduced it, so it was originally Portuguese. Tempura has become entrenched in Japanese culture, and you can find tempura everywhere in Japan today. On this day, you can enjoy tempura in different ways, including with a dipping sauce or something more experimental like tempura ice cream. I've actually had tempura ice cream. It's really good because you have all like the fried thing on the outside, and then the inside is the nice creamy. It's so good. It's so good. Have yourself some tempura today. All right, Old Rock Day. What? Okay. It is every year to remember the Earth's incredible history and to pay tribute to the amazing geologists who help us understand it. We've been dependent on rocks since we first walked the Earth, and today it's no different, with rocks forming the foundation of our daily lives. So if you want to revel in remarkable old rocks, sit back and spend time with a stone. We've got some polished ideas for making your Old Rock Day a hard one to forget. So study of rocks was first introduced by ancient Greek Theophrastus. I'm not good at pronouncing Greek in the morning. Perilithon on stones and became the cornerstone of geology for other interesting scientists. So we've been looking at rocks for a long time. And then 1603, geology was used for the first time by Ulisse Aldrovandi, Italian naturalist. See, I can pronounce Italian a little better in the morning because I'm half Italian, so... yeah. Even though I know no Italian. I studied Spanish in high school. Anyway, cool. Well, awesome. So hug a rock, kiss a rock. I'm actually doing a sketch with a rock today. So didn't plan it for Old Rock Day, but there you go. And last we have Orthodox Christmas Day. Can you believe that Christmas was originally celebrated 13 days after December 5th in the Julian calendar? It's a much older calendar used before the current Gregorian calendar. It was celebrated on January 7th. So the Orthodox Church still uses the same old calendar to celebrate Christmas Day. They celebrate by going to church and other traditions like burning frankincense to commemorate with the wise men's gifts to baby Jesus. So lots of Christmas celebrations continuing through the thing. Oh. Alex, what did you text me? Is it important? Did you text me something important? Yes, it's about the day you just said. Oh, Alex wanted to say that there's actually with Ukraine and Russia, Putin asked if the Russians could get today off for Orthodox Christmas, and then Zelensky was like, "No, we already celebrated Christmas. You have to fight." So still coming up today. Anyway. That's such a downer to end on it, Alex. Jeez. Anyway, well, this is our show today. I got to film a bunch more sketches today to add to the mix, so you'll see those coming soon. Thank you for watching. If you give a subscribe. Follow us on any platform that you're watching us on. We're on Twitter, YouTube, Rumble, Anchor, Spotify, and also Envy Pictures. So we have our Envy app on iOS, TV iOS, and Apple TV, and also envypictures.com. You can subscribe for $40 a year. That's it. That's just a few rounds of eggs. So subscribe. Have a wonderful Saturday, and I will see you mañana. Bye-bye.